give a
I'll
and
put him on the spot. I feel
we had
bad.
a conversation before this happened, right? 3 days ago. And I told you that there's nobody that I could see going into LSP
Thank you,
command that would
Fango.
make me really, put in the effort or kind of want to stay. And that's because I never thought, and I don't think you thought, you'd be in the position that you're in now.
Hell no.
I'm trying to remember what I said.
You're good. You said, I hope you're here.
Okay.
You said that you were loyal to people and not departments, and that for all the help they've given you and for everything, you are loyal to Davenport and to Libby. And you said that the only way that you would think about staying in LSPD would be if Libby were in a command position. That's what you said. And here we are.
Essentially, that's the short end of it, yeah. And then when the decision between departments, like I said, I had no interest in STSO, PBSO. My only interest with SASP is SASP, and the main reason I wanted to go was
I hope we can get Forza into
Davenport
something that
obviously
she enjoys.
offered his recommendation, and I knew both of you were. Well, at the time, Davenport was there, and you were thinking about it, and then obviously ultimately you went. My perception of what the troopers should be, not saying that they are or were at the time, but they are the elite of the elite in whatever area, and then they're very, very good at everything else. I personally then, and even now, I don't feel like I've earned a spot there. But I was going off, obviously, the recommendation that I could build something off of my foundations now. Ultimately, that has changed, and I'm heavily leaning towards. I don't want to say 100% because I don't want to lie to you or something change, but I'm heavily leaning towards wanting a position at LSPD. And
What's this music?
essentially being at your
Music's
disposal,
so scary.
helping build out whatever you need me to help build out. You know what I'm very good at. You know what I can do, and I hope that you can think that I can get better at the stuff that I'm not very good at, because that's essentially what I want to do. I want to be as well-rounded as I possibly can, and then be very good at what I want to be very good at. I'm kind of butchering it now because I was on a.
No, you're good. You're fine. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think you've already answered why we should hire you. So I guess the last point of call would to be, who would you recommend to the LSPD if you could pick one person?
As an overall, or
who would you recommend for us to hire for the LSPD?
Give me a moment.
Okay. So we've got Jenny and Copper waiting.
No one talking.
No, sorry, I was thinking.
Tag's thinking. You can hear the cogs turning.
Yeah, if there's a burning smell, that's probably it.
Yeah.
For what I can think of, for shift 3, there's obviously there's a lot of good people, but the first name that comes to mind, and if he wants it, he was in here, Horver. I think Horver overall is very, very good. I don't think he gets enough recognition for how good he actually is. He takes charge on scenes, but he doesn't. I guess, what's the word? He doesn't overwhelm people. He doesn't do like the overwhelming.
True.
Bounce off of others that give him information, and he'll lead it very well. yes, I think he could be better in other things, but right off the top of my head, that's just a name that came to my mind. I think overall, Horver is a very good pick.
Okay. Well, I've got no further questions. Libby, you got any?
No, no.
Okay. You got any questions for us, Tiger?
I could probably think of a few. Well, I guess, what is the standard that you guys are looking for? I know I said that. What I think the standard should be, obviously nipping at the heels of the elite. But I guess, what are you guys looking for? Or what are you looking for in officers, or what to do as an officer?
Bare minimum, someone who's competent and someone who's dependable. Dependable? That's the right word. But I do think, like, it's not something we're thinking of right now that we want to be the best. Because I don't think me or Libby are very we don't normally come at it with that mindset. But I'm sure down the line that is something we're gonna aim for. Like, once we're settled, once the foundations are there, I think on top of having a zero tolerance for corruption, there's going to be a level of tolerance of the standard we expect too. But I think we can enforce that in a really healthy way. That's a lot of communication and less demanding of our people, and I think we can. Yeah, I think we can be really good, but get there in a really healthy and productive way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I guess I'll clarify what I'm thinking. A lot of people's perception seems to be that there's a very big gap between competent standards and elite. I think that gap is a lot closer than people actually give it credit for.
I mean, yeah, you're probably not wrong at all. Because I think there's definitely like that relaxation that comes in once you're in a position and stuff like that of, I'm here, and then you get lazy a little bit. I think we'll try and nip that in the bud a little bit and just make sure that people know, like, we are watching people, and we know when people are slacking a little bit, and we'll just try and keep people into, don't get into that laziness or that slack, and keep being good. So yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hope it did okay. I hope, I guess.
Hey, it's no good or bad.
Well, I know there's no good or bad, but I always like getting feedback from people about myself, and I mean, if you guys have any feedback from me, or what you'd want to see from me during this period of, I don't know what you'd call it, but if you guys have any feedback, I'd be happy to hear it and take it on and change how I approach things if it's needed.
I'll be honest.
It's okay. I don't expect.
I really don't have any improvements for you. You're like that. How do I describe you? You like that kid in class who's really smart and gets like A+ on everything, but doesn't put his hand up to answer in class. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that you're always there, and we know you're there, but you're not loud and you're not proud. And again, it's not a bad thing, but we always know that you're going to do a really good job. So, no improvements. Nothing. You don't need to change nothing. So, to add to that, we'll be in contact within the week.
Okay.
And if not, I'll send you an email or something like that. And yeah, just keep your ear out, but don't feel pressured to join. To just look at us. Keep your options open. Do whatever you want. We're not pressuring to nothing. And yeah, we'll be in contact. If you need anything in the meantime, just let me know. Come talk to me or Libby, and yeah, thank you for showing interest.
Yeah. I guess the last thing I'll say, just to touch on that, is I think you summed that up pretty perfectly. But I do want to change that, and I do plan on changing that.
Okay.
Obviously, I was only newly promoted to senior officer, and with this whole shakeup and the opportunity to heighten the standards and to really just build something, senior officer isn't the only wasn't my end goal, and is no longer my end goal. So whatever I'm deemed to be good enough to do is what I want to do, and I can leave it with that.
Okay, yeah, that's a good ending, Ty. Well, thanks for your time, mate.
Thank you for your time. You guys must be tired.
I think Reed's falling asleep in her chair a little bit, but I'm all right. I'm going well. Just for now, don't send anybody in next, and I'll ever talk to Reed first.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, mate.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you, and congrats again, Reed.
Thank you.
I need to be let out. I don't have keys. I'm signed up.
I didn't want to congratulations anyway, Ty. Not from you, anyway.
I gave you congratulations
at the start. Get out! Yeah. How could you monster?
Right. Don't go in yet.
How does anyone got any food? I'm starving.
No, I'm also starving.
Quinn!
Yeah, I do.
I'm afraid not, Doc. Sorry.
Yeah, Quinn, can you run to Shrugway and can you buy like 5 footlongs or something, and I'll give you the money. Yeah. Thank you, Jenny. Okay. Just sit tight. I'll be right back with you. Okay. Okay. Jenny's out there. Should we ask Jenny to come in?
Yeah, she's next in queue. I kind of would like to, I want to hear what she wants, but I also think she'd be another person to grab straight away. Probably a senior as well.
Okay. And what about Copper?
I want to hear, what's your opinion? Copper is going to go do some stuff first.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be able to stay awake past this line. I know that Pred's on his way on duty, and now I want to be here for his conversation, but if you're happy to talk to Copper on your own, I'm happy for that
of course.
to happen as well.
What do you want for Copper? What are you thinking? Senior as well? Yeah, I think for a lot of people that have been in high command positions or been in command, I think it would be a disservice to put them at a regular officer.
Pred is on tonight, so
yeah, Pred's on tonight, so he's got to prove himself first. Okay, all right.
Person that's knocking once, but then Jenny's good.
Someone's knocking. Hey, Quinn, come on. Thank you. Just hand it to me, and I'll give it to anybody who comes in who needs it.
Okay, we got a whole bunch of stuff here.
Great, thank you.
Ooh,
You got a Shrugway already?
Oh, yeah, I went a long way, all the way to the fridge.
Oh, I didn't even realise there was stuff in the fridge, I'll be honest.
Yeah, there's a nice little tub in there called UPD Eats with stuff in it.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you, Quinn. I appreciate it.
Okay, it seems you put some things on the floor there. Let's see if I can give you more.
Get that, bro. All right.
There you go. There's a bunch of stuff, and I'll give some to the people outside.
All right. Thank you, Quinn.
What are they bitching you about?
Jenny, can you come in, please? Sorry for the wait, guys. I appreciate it. Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you feeling about all this UPD stuff?
No comment at this time.
Okay, yes, fair. You can. We won't snitch.
No, thank you.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't feel it's appropriate. So.
Okay, all right. I guess our question for you, Jim, what's your plans now with this UPD stuff happening? What do you want out of it all? Where are you planning on going? What do you plan on doing?
I don't know what is available to me, so I can't make that decision.
Okay, that's fair enough. I think before I do anything here, both me and Reed have discussed it, and especially with everything you've done for the PD as a whole, and we've said this about troopers too. It feels wrong that you should be left in a pool with everybody else, which you. I mean, I can say this. You're definitely a much better cop and a much. I was about to say person, but you're a much better cop than everybody else in that pool, and you don't deserve to be left in it. So I'll just get it out of the way. If you do want to part in the LSPD, you absolutely can. There is a space for you, and we can offer you a senior officer position, which is that's the only thing we're offering at the minute. We can't really offer any command positions or anything like that. But if you do want a place with us, then that is there for you. There's no pressure at all.
That's incredibly generous. Thank you very much.
It doesn't sound very generous. Now that I've thought about it, whenever we're offering you guys these senior, it doesn't sound very generous. But that's all we. I think that's all we can do at the minute.
It's understandable. You're still building. You're still getting your feet.
Mhm.
Just because if you pick someone too soon, it might not be what you want, etc.
Yeah, but I don't want you. You've done a lot and you deserve a lot more. So if we can help give you that and kind of leave you to basically do whatever you want to do with that too, like there's no expectations for you to be commanding people around or anything like that. It's just that you know what you're doing, and if you need to tell someone that they're doing something wrong, you have the capability with that rank at this point. And you also, like, you don't have to do anything specific. Like, I know, like, we did same for DuPont. She was worried that we might have expectations for like FTO stuff or anything like that, which we don't. Obviously, it would be great. And we'd super appreciate it if you did, but there's no expectations. You can do what you want. You can patrol, you can do investigation stuff, whatever you want to do. That rank is there, that position is there if you want it.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Of course. And you don't have to choose now, neither. Take your time. I'm sure you'll be getting other offers from other departments too.
You're actually the first people to talk to me.
It's very early on, it's early days.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not. You see how everything is?
Any
Of course.
department would be lucky to have you, Jenny.
Oh, hey Ziggy, I didn't realize you're in the corner.
Sorry.
That's where
No,
Ziggy
you're
normally is.
I didn't see you walk. I didn't notice you walk in, so just hearing you in the background, I was like, oh, there's Ziggy.
Well, honestly, Jen, we don't have anything else for you. Like we don't have anything else to ask you or anything like that, because again, we don't want to press you into nothing. But if you have any questions for us, and ask away. But otherwise, we'll leave you to it.
Thank you very much for speaking to me. It means a lot.
Yeah, of course. And if you need anything, just let us know, okay?
And I'm really happy for you both. You really deserve this. So
Thank you, Jenny.
you're gonna do fantastic.
We wouldn't be here without you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyway, I won't keep you at holding because there's more people outside. But thank you.
Thanks, Jenny.
I just wanted to check in real quick, see if you guys needed assistance with anything, especially I know people are.
No, we've got no wild animals running around here, Ziggy, I'm afraid.
Okay. All right, Richard. Yeah, listen, okay. I want to, moving forward, and I know that Tessa wants this as well. This is kind of, conveying the message of the game warden. We want to be better about interdepartmental relationships and, keeping things cohesive and being able to help out one another. This is not just coming from me, it is from her. So if you guys need anything, if anything comes up, I wanted to let you know that we are here for it. Okay.
Yeah, I completely agree that it needs to go back to a united front. So I'm very pleased with the people I get to work with. That's saying that I am gonna give shit to Clarkson every time I see him.
That's fine. Yeah, he
And
deserves it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's just gonna
That's
have to
fine.
deal with it. So
Yeah, I agree. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's all. All right, best of luck with all the interviews.
Thank you,
appreciate
Ziggy.
it.
Take some time for yourselves. All right, I know it's a lot.
Mhm.
All right, I think they're ready for whoever's next.
I put an end of the line sign up, by the way.
Oh, you did? Okay. What next to Quinn?
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes,
Here.
just
Come on in,
because
Lipton.
even
Yeah, scoot
if
on in.
like I don't want to
You
get
got it.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
want people to get lost in the
Oh.
crowd. So I
Okay,
think
hold
it's
on, we're
good to split it up a little.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
Good idea.
Like I'm happy for you to keep having conversations
Nice.
if you
So
want.
disconnect.
but
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
about the
Somebody else
line
needs
at
to
the
close
moment.
the door.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can only do so much a day before, it gets more difficult.
Before we're here for 24 hours.
Winston,
and
you
keep
okay?
lining up.
Yeah, it's just when I hit the door open, sometimes it just wedges open, so I'm just making sure it shuts.
It's fine. It's shut. You're good.
They're all so loud.
How are you, Winston?
I'm alive, but for now,
That's good.
yeah, I'm surviving.
What happened to you?
I was kidnapped on duty. We don't really know what happened, but I turned up in hospital with a cinder block wrapped around my legs. I
Oh,
was
God.
partially drowned. Blowtorch had been used on my stub. A hammer had been taken to my knee, and
Tell you
I
what,
guess
I've sucked dick in these knee
executed-
pads.
I
They work
attempted
great.
to with a deagle back of the head, and then they emptied about 2 or 3 clips into the lower part of my spine.
So you're doing well. Good to hear.
Well, I got surgery today, and then I'm away
Oh.
for 10 days, which is great timing. Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Well, don't worry about timing. Okay. Don't worry about that.
Well, I mean, new legs. Well, not new legs. It's the same legs, just functioning legs. And a
Functioning
new
legs.
arm, new eye is gonna be good.
Well,
Fresh
where are you
start.
getting those from? I want one of those.
I've been waiting 7 months for it to be 3D printed. It takes some time, okay?
Well, did they make two?
Well, no, I only asked for one.
God damn it!
didn't
You could have
expect
asked for a copy. I need a hand.
What? Why would I ask for two heads?
Just for a backup. What about an eye? You only got one eye? Did you order two?
No, I ordered one, but
God damn it.
They do. Those are pretty regularly accessible.
Were they
and
cheap?
I think
Okay.
they
All right. How much?
Synthetically, like print them.
This is not
I don't know how
important.
much they are.
This is not
No.
important.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm just
okay.
distracted.
It's okay. Well, how can we help you, Winston?
Well, first, congrats, I guess, for both of you for your position. Well deserved.
Thank you.
I don't really know where to start with questions, but I guess I would like to know if you guys even have the answer, or if it's been fully functioned yet. Which kind, what you kind of see your command looking like?
Read. I don't want to get this wrong, so if you want to answer this one.
My command, did you say? As in
Yeah.
who I want in positions or like the structure?
I mean a bit of both, because I'm getting the impression that the whole command squish, as well as kind of everything else going on, is a way to start a new identity for departments. And part of that identity is always going to come from the command members and command structure.
I'm going to be completely honest when I say I don't know who will fill certain positions yet.
Sorry, thank you for the tier one. I appreciate you. It's good to see you.
It's not just going to be up to myself and Dark. It's going to be a UPD decision in terms of I want to go forward working with Toretti a lot closer so that we don't have such a distinctive split between departments and the way that we communicate with each other. I think having animosity between departments only causes problems.
It's a butter on the
I
bar.
am trying to make this as problem-free
Well,
free
see,
as
bribes. I
possible.
like it.
So I don't know who in what positions yet. From
You too, sir. Thank
what
you.
I am working off currently, I believe both departments are going to be looking at 2 lieutenants, so 1 each. No, not 1. I don't know where that
Four
1
total,
each came from.
right? Oh,
No, two total. Sorry, of lieutenants. 4 total, yes, across the entire UPD. Sorry. I'm so tired.
you're good.
So 2 lieutenants in LSPD, and then most
Oh, that's
likely 3
Preds.
sergeants as a beginning, like, structure. So that sounds like a little amount. But with that, I want the ability for people to grow horizontally, not necessarily looking for ranks. I don't want ranks to be absolutely significant. Yes, I want the people who have rank to be respected in their rank, but I also want people who want to specialize in certain things or want to focus in, certain areas. I want their position to be a big thing as well, right? I want it to be celebrated that that's what they're doing.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm making much sense right now. I hope I am.
You're making a lot, and it actually quite conveniently leads into my next line of questioning or ideas. I mean, me and you have spoken previously about SCU. I reached out to you trying to find a way in which we could, or what would be needed in order to bring you back.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in an interview now.
I guess I would wonder what kind of idea you've got for any investigation units, especially considering the intense negativity that I would always get from being inside SCU.
Are you taking this one? Or you want me to take it, Reed?
I think you
Okay.
missed the end part because I got distracted by the yelling out there. I'm so sorry.
I tend to drown it out. Okay, so if it's up to us, which we don't know whether it is yet, so if it's up to us, we're gonna have an LSPD detective. Well, we're gonna have LSPD detectives. It might not be up to us. It might just be another case of like an SU type thing where it's just a pool of detectives from all departments. But if it is up to us, we would like our own in LSPD, where there would be essentially detective units, I guess it would go by. I don't know whether I like that word. So there'll be so far, these are just ideas and examples. There'd be a homicide unit where a detective with a detective rank would lead that unit, whereas their patrol rank might just be an officer, for example. Then, I don't know, we said white collar crimes and narcotics. But a good point was brought up by Ashley and Lucy earlier about, if I was a homicide detective, could I help out with a narcotics case? And I think the answer to that was kind of what our goal is overall in PD, is that we want to support you no matter what you want to do. So if you wanted to be like primarily a narcotics detective who also wanted to help out on some homicide shit, then you can. It's just that if some people wanted to call themselves a homicide detective, then they could go and talk to whoever's leading that unit and go join with them and work on those cases mainly. So it's a bit more... The word pigeonhole was used earlier, but I think that's got negative connotations. We want you guys to specialize. If you want to specialize in something, we're going to be there to support you no matter what.
I mean, I do like specializing in particularly narcotics and gang investigations and spray maps, so on and so forth.
I mean, that's another thing. Like, if you wanted to, like, you came to us and be like, hey, I don't think these detective units really, I think we could use another one that was like a gang unit or something, or, a vice unit, for example, or something like that. and you wanted to come to us and run that, then we could try it out and see how it goes. And you could hire detectives for that and stuff like that.
Well, I do have a slight concern. You said part of the idea was not uniformity, but cooperation between departments. I worry that multiple detective departments or sub-departments, both within, like, mini ones within the LSPD, and then I'm going to presume if LSPD have one, then state and BCSO are also going to have one. The cooperation between those is not going to be functional.
I get that concern. I mean, we don't know what the other departments are doing yet. So I guess the idea with it being internal is that we can mold it a bit better to how we want it to be. But I mean, you know, I think with Tessa and Libby and Toretti, I don't think there's going to be much of an issue with a unified front on that, you know, that kind of stuff. I think we can work together and figure something out where it's not going to be an issue with that kind of stuff. Like, we shouldn't be worried about departments working with each other at this point, especially with the reshuffle. So, like, I do get that concern, and I do realize it could be an issue, but I think that's an issue that we can come to once we know what the state and BCSO are doing. You know what I mean? But I do get that concern, and it is a really good concern, so I'll write it down, and we'll have a think on it. Would you prefer just like one unit, one SCU?
Well, I had my concerns with SCU previously, which I had expressed both to members of SCU and you know, other people slightly outside of it as well. That I feel like there was a bit too many of us. There was a bit of focus on homicide, but I don't think that was particularly anybody's fault. They work great. A lot more people who like to do homicide investigations.
Mm-hmm.
You can't force somebody to want to do drug and gang investigations.
Yeah, for sure.
As Chief Reed would know, I was concerned as well about communication between Shift 1 and 2 and Shift 3.
Yeah.
Something that she had brought up to me about part of why she left, or part of the reason that she left, and something that I was trying
so
to
loud.
figure out a way that we could alleviate those issues. Communication when it came to detectives was, well, communication when it comes to the PD is notoriously bad, but when it comes to detectives, that's a very critical thing. We need a lot of communication between everybody involved, because every piece of information can be crucial. I generally, yes, have quite a big concern when it comes to people not sharing information, and I can see tribalism. I know that the SDSO were starting their own detective unit even before this whole shebang happened.
Oh, really? Okay.
And they were specifically creating it because, as most of SDSO have stated previously, they don't fucking like SCU. In fact, they quite often disdain them. Especially people like Silas. He hates SCU or anybody who does detective work, really. Or at least
Okay.
vocal in that regard.
Well, obviously that's not something we want. So if we can, obviously, once everything's settled, and then we can gauge interest on who wants to be detectives or investigators in a capacity, then we'll have a good discussion with both you guys who want to be involved and then command. And we don't want, because I know that SCU got a lot of shit, and from someone who's done detective work in the past, as has Libby, that's not something we want. So we'll be obviously backing you guys in whatever we're backing you guys with however we can to make sure that, one, there isn't that stigma with SCU anymore, and two, that you can do the work you want to do to your full capacity. What?
Sorry.
Did you hear that?
Queen Libby. Yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry, Winston. It's Brad.
It's amusing. Yeah, some of the kind of demands for weekly updates on what SCU were doing because we were seeing it. I mean, I know Libby, you got a big case incoming. Oh no, you've pushed it on the docket. The large one with tax evasion. I know Percy previously has done huge raids. I've currently got one for Just Us, which is a business and potentially up to like 20 million in fines and assets seized. And to be kind of quite often being like, oh, we need weekly updates because you guys just aren't producing enough work. It's often disheartening.
Yeah, I think I'll be honest. Like, one of the things that does excite me is about this position is being able to be briefed on that kind of stuff because it's exciting. But I don't want it like I don't want to demand it. You know what I mean? But like, I think hopefully, both me and Reed are interested in investigations and that kind of stuff. So we don't want to demand that you guys are doing good work or anything like that. But I think, at least for me, I do want to hear about it. So I think if we can come to a healthy arrangement with that kind of stuff, that'd be really good. But obviously, I do get the concern that that's not going to be uniform. So we'll do our best.
All right. So you spoke to Jenny. I guess I can't really ask how those conversations went because there's obviously a bunch of people that I look up to and admire, and often would like to see where they're going.
It's let's just say that we don't want. We want to make sure that the people who have put a lot of work into PD are being taken care of. And so we expressed that to Jenny, and I think she's weighing her options.
Makes sense.
But I appreciate your concern. Oh my god.
The screaming is distracting me. I forget what I was going to ask. God damn it, Pred. That's okay. Final thing. I don't know. I'm looking at this all from the outside, and I can see a kind of scramble from former PBSO and others. It kind of looks like or feels like a bunch of people are just going to join the LSPD or attempt to join the LSPD. You guys planning on running a very tight ship on who you employ, or because I have slight fears that LSPD might just become the new Omega department, which hires everybody, which would immediately dilute any identity or sense of identity or family that the department might have.
I mean, we haven't really thought about a limit at all, or anything like that. It's just kind of been, let's see who's interested, or if there's anybody we really want, let's pick them up. But that hasn't been considered about, like, are we going to put a limit of how many officers we want to start with or anything like that? No. I guess my concern, if we do that, is there might be, if we do that and then we hit that cap, and there's these people left in the pool that we still think are good officers, but we said we're not going to hire anymore, then what about if those guys don't get picked up by other departments, even though they're good cops? That's what I'm worried about. I don't want anybody getting left behind that shouldn't be. But
no, I wouldn't want to leave anybody behind either. I was just genuinely curious.
No, I get it.
Nor do I want you, or I'm insisting that there's some hard cap, because I think arbitrary hard caps are ridiculous.
Yes, I also agree with that.
But those were my main questions. I am now going to be going away. Well, surgery should take, medical leave should take about 10 days. I do hope that the progress for the department is gone well since then, and hopefully I can meet up with you guys and have a look at how things have gone afterwards.
Okay. just for my own notes, are you looking to join the LSPD, or you want to weigh your options over the next like 10 days or so?
I've always been a city cop. I've always wanted to remain in the city. LSPD would, I came from London. I patrolled in London city. I came here. I wanted to stay in the city. I would like to remain in the city. However, I've been an officer a year and 2 months, and this is the 4th or 5th conversation I've had sat in this office about what is this department going to be? What is the LSPD going to be? How's it going to go?
Okay.
I'm a
I
little
get that.
tired of these conversations.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, hopefully we'll be sticking around for a while, and that won't be too much of an issue.
I know you guys are always going to do your best, and I've got all the faith in you. Just, I don't know. I would like to see where all the cards are kind of lying before I start jumping ship.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Thank you, Winston.
I appreciate your time.
Of course. Anytime. If you need anything while everything's up in the air, if you need a command member or anything, I'm here, okay? So just let me know.
You're going to regret that because I'm going to send you 25 subpoenas.
That's fine. I don't mind. It takes me 2 seconds to sign something. And I will read them, I swear.
Okay. I believe you.
Here, I'll help you out.
Is the door locked? Oh, yeah, the door's locked.
Come on,
Thank you so much.
Moment of truth. What do you want to do? You want to swap or what?
Yeah.
Sally!
Sally, you're the way.
You'll do it. You'll do it for 600K.
Transfer it right now. I gotta see it. I gotta see the.
Sally, get out the way.
I'm out of the fucking way.
Let him out.
I get the
Jump
money. I get
then.
the
You
cash.
gotta jump. You gotta jump. Thank you. Oh my God, Quinn, you son of a bitch.
Gwen!
Quinn, get out the way. Quinn. Let me out. Oh my God. I'm gonna stop blasting.
Hey, Sally, here you go.
Thank you, sir.
May have got-
Hey!
got him murdered.
How you doing, Assistant Chief?
Wait, what happened? Did you do this?
What's up? I didn't do this.
Winston was swinging. They got hit in the head by the door. when
Winston was swinging. Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
I mean, he
I'm
did
next.
warn him to leave. You know.
How are you next?
Me and Sally are swapping.
What? How much did you pay
yeah.
him?
Yeah.
$600,000? Are you kidding me?
How about we keep all questions related to the interview there, Doug?
Okay. All right. Go on then, Pray. Get in there. Hi, Angel.
Hey, how you doing there, Queen Elizabeth?
You guys still
He looks like a cop, so I let him in. Hope everyone's okay with that.
How you doing there,
Is it
Chief?
Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth.
I didn't even think about that.
Already? What is this?
No. You're the new Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth III.
Oh, okay.
Good choice for ass chief. Richard Dark's great. I love Richard. Me and Richard have a lot of history together.
Stop it now. I don't want any of that during this meeting, okay? You can do it to me, but not to me. Okay. All right, let me get my notes. Can I have your name and rank, please, sir?
U-309 Kyle Pred, officer in the Unified Police Department.
Okay, and what was your previous rank?
Sheriff of the Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office.
Okay, Kyle, why are you here today?
I'm here because the LSPD is my only option.
Oh.
But it's also the best option.
How is it your only option? What about BTSO or the state?
Well, I can't work under Toretti because he has it out for me and he wants to make me miserable. I can't work for the state because Bass and my father, uncle father, have it out for me as well. I can't work for the Rangers because Tessa has it out for me as well. So here I am. LSPD. I'll be your most loyal fucking goon you've ever had. I'm very useful. You can ask Dark.
What about if we have it out for you?
Well, if you have it out for me, it looks like I better find a way to extend that 60-day period.
Okay. All right. Okay, Pride. Well, what are you looking to do? What's your goals in the PD now that you're just an officer?
My goal in the PD is to be... Listen, you want me to be honest with you? Is that you want honesty?
I would like honesty.
Look, Dark, me and you have a lengthy history. All right, I'm not interested in high command. I'm not interested in telling you guys what to do. I'm not interested in leading. What I am interested in doing is following someone who I believe will be a good leader. All right, that's what I'm interested in doing. I'm trying to get on board the Chief Elizabeth Reed ship early. I'm putting all my chips on her. What was the whole question? I kind of zoned out a little bit when you were talking.
It's okay. I just asked what you wanted to do in the PD now that you're just an officer.
All I want is a sergeant position so I can fucking rule the command, help rule the command structure with an iron fist and make sure disciplinary action's taken. And then you know what, Dark? I think I'm going to run IA. Way better than you ever did.
Right. I did hear about this, and it did worry me a little bit. You want to be...
Nobody's been more investigated by the Internal Affairs Department than me. Who better to catch corrupt cops than me? I can do... Listen, I can catch them all. Every one of them.
Right. So, because you have...
keeping my nose clean.
So, because you have been corrupt, you think you can catch the corrupt people? No, is that not?
Have I ever? When have I been corrupt, Dark? I'd like to know. When have I been corrupt?
I don't know. When you beat me up in prison, I kind of forgot. You know, remember when you beat me to the ground and I forgot my family? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was in prison, Dark.
When you went to prison.
That was Jaguar. I did 3
No.
years.
Listen, Pride, I need to make sure
3 years for reckless endangerment. There, are you happy? 3 years because a guy attacked me in a parking lot and I didn't press the charge on him and I was in a fucking clown car and he was screaming all this shit. So I went and I fucking just, I tried to cleanse his soul and then I took him to the hospital. He was possessed. I did also moonlight as a ghost and as a spirit investigator, spirit detective, and a demon hunter.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I remember all of that. Yeah, all those arcs. Could you tell us why you want to be IA? What's your motivation?
My motivation is to finally get shit done with the internal affairs. They need a strong, stern leader like myself that can get the shit done. I know how to build cases off of circumstantial evidence. I know how to interview people and get them to slip up. When's the last time you ever seen anybody in IA submit a fucking recording? All right, I know how to get these people to slip up and prove that they're full of fucking shit. I've been investigating people for years.
It's not just because you want to go after the Bass and Toretti?
No, it's not just because I want to go after Bass and Toretti, but I will be honest with you, I am interested in doing that. I do already have Toretti on accessory to assault and battery.
Oh, God. Oh, dear, that sounds awful.
I did that in 4 hours.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the high command to be fucking ready for me to present that case because that son of a bitch set me up to get my ass kicked.
Okay.
The goddamn monster that has it out for me and my department. My old department. I don't have a department right now, but my old department, he has it out pretty bad for him. Told me he was going to make them miserable.
Would you... Well, okay. This might change your mind on LSPD a little bit. We are going to have a zero tolerance corruption policy.
Perfect.
That means that if you get caught doing anything corrupt, right, includes in IA, you get fired.
Perfect.
Are you sure?
I'm fine with that, but can you define corruption? Is it corrupt if I beat someone in an alleyway with a nightstick?
Yes.
I don't think that's corruption. Isn't that just aggressive policing?
I mean, yeah, but you'd be fine for that anyway. But yeah, we can look at the definitions of corruption, sure.
Yeah, once you got the listen, I'm on board for whatever it is. If you guys want to do it, I'll be fine. All right, I've always been fine. Let me tell you something there, Chief Reed. I'm a survivor. All right? I'm a survivor. I will survive. And I will handle whatever it is you ask me to. All right? I can be your most loyal attack dog you've ever had. I've been swinging wild with all these people in high command for years. And the second they come at my chief, I'll go right at them. I'll take a suspension for you.
I can tell you're a very loyal goon, Fred.
I will be a loyal goon. I'll be your most loyal goon. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Chief. All right? I don't have any options, but I've always believed in you. You protect me, and I will be there for you 100% whenever you need me. You need me, I will fucking be there.
Oh my God.
Plus, I have all the inside information on all these fucks. They're all snakes.
What do you think, Reed? Listen, I will say, and I will speak for both of us, we know that you've done a lot for PD. We do recognise that, and we've said it to all the others today as well. Like, we don't want you guys to be felt like you're being left in the dirt with all the rest of the shit in that big UPD pool. So we don't want that for you either, so I will say that. We don't want that for you either. But Reed, go on.
My only goal is to make sergeant. That's all it is. I want to be in your department. I want my old call sign back, 410. And I'm not saying you have to make me a sergeant now. I will earn it for you. I've been busting skulls in the streets there, Chief Reed. I made 12 arrests yesterday alone. Opened 3 investigations yesterday alone. I made the first UPD arrest. And it was against a fucking bike.
Tell you what,
I will hit these fucking streets so hard in your name that the South Side is going to fucking hate you because of what a good job I'm doing.
All right. Fred, can you give Doc and I a second?
Yeah. You want me to leave the room?
Yeah. You won't be long.
No ear against the window, neither.
Nope, I'll be in the corner.
What are you thinking?
Not quite ready yet. Sorry, wait.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I still.
Hold on. You locked in.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Assistant Chief.
Yeah.
It would be a shame to let someone not find a place who has who has done what Pred managed to do with PBSO.
I agree.
As much as I don't agree with a lot of the things he did, I'm willing to give him a shot.
Okay.
If
me
he fucks
too.
up, though, I'm willing to get rid of him.
Okay. Where do you want him?
I don't want headaches. I do not want headaches. I want him.
Make that clear. You tell him that.
Yeah.
You want him as just an officer for now?
I'm gonna go back to my typical speech of like what's going on.
Whatever he does is on you. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you do it because I'm gonna eat my chips and let you do the talking.
All right. Sounds good.
What do you want?
Fred, stop shouting at people.
Hey, Dark.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
No, you. Sorry. You're next. Not yet. Not yet. Take a seat, Brent.
All right. I want to start off by saying something very sincere, and I've said this a few times tonight. I have been given a very privileged position. I get to represent a very small shift, being shift 3, one that may not have drawn a lot of attention before, but I also am stepping into the role of chief of police as the first female ever. So I am taking this seriously in the fact that I really want to do this well because of the things that I'm representing and the people that I'm representing with the position I'm in. So if I give you the shot, I need you to not fuck it for me.
I promise you that I won't fuck anything up for you. If you're there for me,
I trust
I'm there
you,
for you
and
100%.
I will have your back until the point where you do something where I just can't justify it,
Tell
right?
you what, I've sucked dick in these knee pads. They work great.
I think, Doc, sorry, I'm so sorry, by the way. I'm so, like, out of it because I've slept, like, 5 hours and 48 hours. I feel like I said something else to you just then, Doc, but now it's skipped my mind.
Nothing other than you're on thin ice, Fred. Oh, no, there was a nice thing you said. That it would be unjust to have someone who was given so much to the PD, like yourself, so, and not be given a chance. I think that was it.
I appreciate that.
I think you did amazing things with PBSO.
Thank you.
Tell you what, I can only take
these knee pads.
what you did
They work
there
great.
and use it as inspiration for how I shape my department.
With that being said, we'd like to offer you the position of officer within the LSPD. Before you do get disheartened, we have offered and they have accepted to some others, senior officer. But that's mainly because you can be a liability and you are not going to be a liability. But we do see room for you to grow and, you know, I hope you take on IA. I do. Because I want to see what you can do with it. Because you supported me back in the day for it. So you clearly have some inkling of being anti-corruption, no matter how much of a hypocrite you've been in the past. So I hope you run with it. And I'm excited to see what you do with it.
Perfect. I accept the position.
All right. Well,
And there's definitely movement for growth there, like 100%. I want to see
I'm gonna
how
make you
I want to
proud.
see what you like. Yeah, I want to see how you take this and you run with it because it is like it's a completely different direction to where you were, and it's not. I'm putting you there because I don't trust that you're not capable of it. I put you there because I want to see how you take this and how you push it.
I'm going to push it just right.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to ease it on in there. I got this.
Please don't go out there to people in blue uniforms when you get changed and rub it in their face that they're in a blue uniform and you're not. And then you're not.
You're asking me to do something that's very hard for me not to do there. Chief.
Right, seriously, don't do
I
that,
would
okay?
try.
Just be nice about it. Be humble.
You're asking me to do something that I'm going to be... Listen, all relationships are built upon honesty, right? You're asking me to do something that I cannot do.
Fine, just be nice. Just try and be as nice as you can about it, okay? Listen, if we can
Maybe
get...
I didn't like at the end. Hey, but who knows? Maybe you'll be in this uniform soon too, or something. You know, like here's a
like
little
that.
freedom, but add a little bit of niceness to the end. You know.
You're asking me to do something that I'm not sure if I'm
Okay,
capable
okay.
of.
Listen, I know what you are capable of because I remember 410 Pred back in the day fucking shit up, okay? So if you can get back to that, then get back to that, which I think you already are doing. But just...
Does that mean I can have my old call sign?
What do you reckon?
Yes, you can have 410.
Yeah.
Just leave out the rights abusing part